Hi everyone, this is Cesar with Gibson Guitars, and I'm here to show you what's going on in acoustic land. You know, acoustic guitars matter more than ever at Gibson. We're really getting behind our acoustic offering in a very, very big way. As you can see now, we've redone our entire portfolio, Gibson acoustic guitars onto original collection and modern collection. We've been applying the same principle that we did last year with an electric guitar portfolio with the 50s J45 and the 50s J50 onto the 60s J45 and 60s J50s out of the original collection, LOO, LG2, J185, J200, Hummingbird. The Dove is back into the line in the original collection, and the offering of J45s gets amplified in a very big way. Onto the modern collection, the Studio Rosewoods are a very big hit into something new that we're bringing into Gibson Acoustics. But really the highlight of acoustics is the acoustic custom shop. For the first time in the history of Gibson, we're launching the Gibson Acoustic Custom Shop based in Bozeman, Montana. The guitars that are behind me are the first representation of the acoustic historic collection out of the Gibson Custom Shop in Bozeman. We start with the 1934 Jumbo onto the 36 Advanced Jumbo, and then onwards, pre-war J200, 1942 J45 Banner. We got the 57 J200, the 1960 Hummingbird, both with a fixed and adjustable saddle. So if you can see what I'm describing, the pattern is applying the same principles of the historic collection in Nashville by the year that made that guitar iconic. So 1934, specific, recreation, historically accurate, 1936, 1942, and so on and so forth. Every year that made one of those guitars iconic, it's been recreated. All of the custom shop guitars have a thermally aged top to create that sort of vintage process or aging process and bring that vintage sound out of those sort of recreated instruments. They all have these more VOS finish, and once you get through the collection, you'll see the attention to detail that went into each one of those instruments. Out of the acoustic custom shop also, we have a modern collection, which is where we play with more ornamented features. We go a little crazy with appointments, and that's a little bit of the legacy that we have from Orville when he started making instruments 126 years ago. He was heavily focused on not only the sound, but also the look of the guitar, and making, borrowing from the way the violins were being made with those carved tops and, inlays on the headstock, and sort of really the beautification that comes into the craftsmanship that we apply today. So we're going to walk you through a little bit of those today.
Don Raffato, Gibson Acoustic, here at the 2020 NAMM show. The Gibson Acoustic booth has just been alive with excitement this year, showing the new Gibson Acoustic product and the renewed birth of Gibson Acoustics. The guitars are great, the new lines are great. This is an example of one of our originals. These are variations on a theme, a throwback to a time when acoustic music was king. This is a 1950s version of a J50. You can see from the appointments, it has the period correct tuners, logo, pick guard, just a great throwback guitar. It's for that guy that, boy, I wish I never would have got rid of that old guitar. I want a guitar just like my dad had. These are wonderful, but they're modern built. They do have pickups in them, Baggs pickup systems, so they're stage and studio ready. Nitro lacquer, dovetail neck joint, dome top with scallop bracing, as all of our acoustic guitars have. Very responsive, great version of a classic J50. This cool guitar that I'm holding in my hand is the 34 Jumbo. This was the first full-size dreadnought type body that Gibson made as a production model, 1934. Before this, all guitars were smaller. They were parlor size, L1s, LOOs. This guitar just kind of changed the world when it comes to acoustics, not just Gibson, to all acoustics. Full-size body. This particular guitar has a very deep upper bow. It gives it this throatiness and mid-range that's just phenomenal. The neck is period correct, nice big V, beautiful feel. And of course, you can see just from looking at this, the appointments are period correct. Thermally aged Adirondack red spruce top makes it light, responsive, just a wonderful representation of what Gibson did and still does. We do a thin finish on this. There's about 4/1000ths of an inch of lacquer on this guitar, which just makes it alive. It's not unencumbered by lacquer. Wonderful representation. This is where it all started. Check out these and other Gibson acoustic guitars at Long & McQuade, built by the greatest builders in the world, Gibson Acoustic in Bozeman, Montana.
Thanks for watching. To be notified of more videos from our trip to NAMM this year, subscribe to our channel and click the bell icon. Leave a comment or question below, and check out our video playlist of all the latest and greatest products at NAMM.